Senior White House correspondent Peter Doocy starts us off tonight live from Geneva. Good evening, Peter.
And Brett, here in Geneva and also in Paris, it is after midnight. President Trump at this very moment is still at dinner with President Macron inside Versailles. And we were just told by a White House official that President Trump has signed a copy of the memorandum of understanding. There is some kind of a photo op that occurred. We expect to see that photo at some point soon. And what we know about this peace plan, it does not call for new weapons inspectors or sanctions on Iran. Instead, President Trump is saying that if they color outside the lines, he will just drop some bombs on their heads. And now the boss has to sell this memorandum of understanding to a skeptical American public. Key points shared by the White House. The U.S. will help develop, quote, at least $300 billion for the reconstruction and economic development of the Islamic Republic of Iran. And the United States of America undertakes to make fully available for the use of frozen or restricted funds and assets of the Islamic Republic of Iran.
The unfreezing is an easy one to answer. We have taken a lot of their money, and we have their money. We have taken their money. It's not our money, it's their money.
On a 14-point plan, it's not until point number 8 that you find this. The Islamic Republic of Iran reaffirms that it shall not procure or develop nuclear weapons.
Bomb Iran if they don't comply, but there's nothing enforceable in the deal itself. Is that correct?
Doesn't have to be.
This map shows U.S. military assets on standby in the region if Iran starts charging tolls in the Strait of Hormuz.
The alternative would be a worldwide depression. You can only go so far. You drive somebody into the ground.
The president's perspective on ending the war, it was just time.
The thing that's going to stop them from doing that, because you can't cover everything in a document, is common sense. They don't want to get bombed. They don't want to get hit.
And if Friday's signing ceremony goes sideways, he's got a plan. There's some element to this where you send the vice president. If it works out, great, you look like a genius for sending him. And if it doesn't work out, it's the vice president's.
I like that idea, sure. What? This way, if it works out, I'm going to take the credit. If it doesn't work out, I'm blaming J.D. You better be careful, J.D. He's going to turn his plane around and get the hell out of here. Yeah, I like that idea.
We think he was kidding about that. Something the president is more serious about, though, is letting Iran hold on to some of their ballistic missiles. That is a policy change because earlier in this very war, the administration and the War Department were targeting Iran's ballistic missiles. Now the president says that if other powers in the region like Saudi Arabia are going to have them, he doesn't think it's fair to tell the Iranians they cannot have any. And just as that piece of tape was playing, the Iranians, through their state-run media, have said that their missiles are only meant to be fired, not to be negotiated. Brett.
Much more on this and the details. Peter Doocy in Geneva. Thanks.
Be sure to like and subscribe for all the Fox News latest on YouTube and catch full shows streaming now on Fox One.